Man, this must be because of the solar eclipse, but I actually made money today. Let's take a look at how my trades did today, my positions overall, and what we can expect tomorrow. I believe the Fed has some information that's coming out that you might want to know about. All right, we can see my account position overall. I'm up almost $870 today. Net liquidation is 17,864. T-flow, not much to talk about there. I've got my copper position up $56. The E-mini S&P 500, my 30-20-10 strategy is up $245, which I let those positions expire. And Tesla had a good move up today. We'll go over more details on that, but we're up $566 today on Tesla. So today, not a whole lot of action here. I just did my regular 30-20-10 strategy. I got a position at 50.90, $10 wide put spread here, 50.80 for the put that I bought, collected $75. So you can see right here, we are almost to 0 days to expiration. So this chain is almost filled up with my 30-20-10 strategy, and I can start collecting profits every day and then putting those positions back into the system at 30 days to expiration. And we'll just continue that cycle and we'll keep watching how it does. So far it's working out well. The market is staying pretty stable. There's not too much action there going on. So it is working out right now. So where this strategy will really be put to the test is when the stock market starts to go down. Will I be able to adjust my positions fast enough for the downturn in the market whenever that happens? I should have my first expired position on Friday. So I'll give my first update with my $60 that I collect net profit on the position here. So overall, we can see that Tesla is still trading inside this range. It doesn't like to go above the 21 moving average line. It wants to come back down. So we can see here, it touched that 21 EMA line and then it dropped back down a little bit. We still saw strength, but it was on lighter volume compared to this red candle here. I really want to see these green bars have higher volume than the red bars. That is a great sign of strength. The reason why I don't believe we're seeing that yet is because we have the earnings coming up at the end of April. I believe it's April 23rd. I don't think we're going to see much action out of Tesla until we get earnings. So overall, we're still seeing a downtrend. Even though we had a good day today, we haven't broken out of this channel, even the short-term channel here, of a downward trend. So we have to be able to break that 21 EMA and get above that 50-day EMA to be able to really make a difference here. And I think if we break out before earnings, it's going to be above this 50-day moving average, and we're going to be pushing toward the 200 moving average here. That's going to be a good indicator here. We've got some supply lines here. You know, we've got supply line right here, a lot of action going on right here, and then we also have some action going on right here, a big supply line here. There's a lot to overcome here with Tesla. I think it's going to take a strong catalyst. I think we need that with earnings. We need the promise that the rest of the year is going to be strong. So I'm making money on copper. If you remember last week, I had to close the position for a $1,500 loss. And I reopened the position in the next option chain. So it's around 50 days to expiration right now. So far, I'm making money on it. But the problem is, it's kind of freaking me out here a little bit because the price is looking like it wants to keep going up. And I've got a strangle on the position, and I'd like it to go down. I'd like it to stay around this level, around the 425 to 420 range, and it doesn't want to do that. It wants to keep going up. So I have to keep very close attention to it because I don't want this trade to be a loser as well as the one that I had in the past. So you can visualize my situation right now. I'm still in good shape, right? The price is still pretty well in the middle. Problem is my theoretical profitability curve here, it's optimized at around the 421 to 425 level. And so that's where I want the price to stay in order for me to get out of the position as soon as possible. Now, where it is right now, that's just fine. I have plenty of time for the options to work in my favor, for this curve to continue to go up, for the implied volatility to go down, and for me to get that position closed. So I'm not really too worried about it, but I know that copper is very volatile right now. When it likes to move and go up, it goes fast and it goes hard. And that's what's causing the IVR to go up. So I want the IVR to keep going down and the price to stay where it's at. That's how I win here. So we can see overall, the IVR is starting to go down. And where I like to buy copper right now is around 90 to 100 IVR. And then the time to get out of the position is around 70, 60. You don't want to be opening a position on copper when the IVR is down in the 60s, 70s, maybe even 80s, because it likes to spike up to 100 when it actually moves. But so far, the position is working out well. I'm up almost $600 on it. I'd like to make up that $1,500 loss that I had and start making money on it again. So we can see with the E-mini S&P 500 here that we wanted to stay close to the close from the previous session. So which is good to see. We're seeing consolidation here. Even though the price is below the high, we're seeing a dip here overall, but we're starting to see a curving motion here, right? A change of direction. So we're starting to plateau here, starting to create a valley. And so I think this will be a good sign that we could be curving the other direction here. We could be curving up. And so that was good to see. We opened up higher, even though it's a red candle, we're on lower volume, and people are waiting to see what's going to happen on Wednesday. So tomorrow, we could see some pullback here. We could see a drop in the price because people are anticipating what the Fed's going to come out with on Wednesday. So overall, we are seeing a good sign here that we're going to recover looking at the charts here. So the Fed is supposed to come out with a CPI report on a Wednesday. That means that tomorrow we could see a pullback in the market. People are holding out until they see the report. So that shouldn't be too shocking for anybody for the market to pull back a little bit tomorrow. But what is the CPI? It's the Consumer Price Index. Basically what this is what things are costing over a period of time. So it reads here, the Consumer Price Index is a measure of the average change over time in the prices paid by urban consumers for a market basket of consumer goods and services. This basically is an inflation indicator for the Fed. So my understanding of it is the Fed is using this to determine how the overall market is doing in consideration with the interest rate levels. So basically, if the CPI report comes out high, that means we have higher inflation potential. That means the Fed is either going to have to hold the interest rate where it's at for longer or go up in the interest rate. So that can mean a couple things. That means the economy is pretty hot, right? People are buying and selling even though the interest rates are high. That shows strength in the economy. So how is the market going to take that? You have a strong market, a strong economy, but there's a less likely chance that you'll have rate cuts. On the other hand, if we have lower inflation numbers, that means that the economy is cooling. And so that means there's less buying and selling, which can mean that the economy is not doing as much and not performing as well. That can be a negative sign. But on the other hand, you have rate cuts. So let me know what you think about that. What is a good sign? How is the market going to respond if the consumer price index is higher than expectations or if it's lower than expectations? So right now, this article from Morningstar is telling us that the consumer price index is expected to rise to 0.3% for March. If it's below, if it's above, how do you think that the market is going to respond? If you want to leave a comment down below and let me know what you think. And I'm a new options trader. My goal is to get a 50% return by the end of this year. And if you want to follow me along on that journey to that 50% number, hit that subscribe button. And if you like this video, hit the like button. We'll see you on the next video.